So today I'm going to make some artwork that's pretty moody. Trees, houses, and lots of color. So, and then I just spray it with water and I get really wet, and then when I drop the ink on it, the blue, it'll make clouds automatically. The other thing I do to do clouds is I could decide which side is my clouds, which side is my sky, and I can do the relief where you just take color off too to do clouds if you want to take color off like that. I like to keep my colors really fresh, so I have the paintbrush for each color, and these are like I said, these are inks. They work a lot like watercolor, but I just, where I'm gonna have the trees, you can see since I put the yellow down on the blue, it's gonna make green, right? And so then I have the basic colors. I have the magenta, the yellow, and the turquoise blue. So I'll show you as I work. I have to work pretty fast on these. So to keep the ink colors really fresh, I keep a brush for each, and I use a lot of water. And so you can see what happens when you start putting the colors on, okay? So we'll have some red trees, and then the bottom's gonna be the lake. And the spots are good. I mean, the spots are always good. You can see how the color's moving, and when I get a random pattern that I really like in here, or the way it's coming out here, I want to leave that. And then I'll just keep, as it's drying, I'll just keep adding color, because you can see this will be the tree area and the sky, and this will be the lake, and then we'll put the houses in. So that's kind of how I work on each one. Is going to be totally different, and as they move and change, one thing you can do is, if you want to take off paint to do a color relief, just you can use a paper towel, or you can add white paint and see how it can start trying to make clouds here. Okay, my problem is getting too consistent, so I want to randomize this as much as possible in the colors and everything. When you start making the clouds, you can also define your tree line and where your trees are going to go. See, and the colors, you can have fall colors, red trees, green trees. So after your paint dries, so I'll take this and I'll start adding colors with my paintbrush. I decide what my skyline is, and also I use pastels. And then over my pastels, I just use them for extra color. So if there's going to be a tree here, and then I'll use acrylics over those. And then I like to use a really stiff brush so that I can kind of push the paint around. So you can see I'll move the paint around. I can move the pastels around, and I can use paint with them and inks with them. Decide which side's up and which side's down. So I'm going to use the blue for the lake more on this one. And I'll use white to start defining the trees line up here. Start deciding like where the line is. I do about a third down where the trees are going to be, and then this will be the reflection, this will be the lake, and then I start filling in just with color where I'm going to want the trees, just roughly. As you can see, as I put color on, I try to put similar colors on the background, and then where I want the sky, so I can paint white to do a tree line here to define the tops of the tree. See, afraid to experiment, splatter, let it run. Find a spot for the house that has kind of angles this looks like, and then I'll draw a house up there. You can start kind of seeing how it's coming together, and where I put the houses. And don't forget to have fun. You can use paper towels to like remove paint. Okay, now you can get an idea of some of the things you can do. There's a couple of the pictures that I did. So have a lot of fun.